Who's on first?
Yes.
I mean the guy's name.
Who?
The guy playing first.
Who?
The guy playing first base.
Who?
The guy on first base.
Who is on first?
What are you asking me for? I don't know.
Wait a minute,
I'm asking you who's on first.
That's his name.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
Who?
The guy on first.
That's it.
I see engineering, high $50 tech, high Mrs. CDB. Hello, Wrath of Butter Pecan.
Here's a thought for Wrath of Butter Pecan. Oh, Wrath of Butter Pecan, prioritizing the song of the day. Bold move, my dude. While some chase dragons or slay bosses, you're out here making sure our ears get their daily dopamine shot. Truly, a hero for the senses, and for Cottontail 86's stream vibes. Remember, chaos is great, but a banging soundtrack? That's next level legend status. Keep those priorities juicy. Rabbit face musical notes.
Definitely. All right, let's get the song of the day, or the alert of the day set. I like how you put the specifics of the visuals too. How's everybody doing today? How's the Sunday been? You haven't had them in a while? No, it has been a little while. I think I have the green screen set up. We'll see. Fell asleep during Incursions. Shield was gone and no one attacked me. There was quite a few times where I had my shield down too, and I never got tapped, which really surprised me because, like, there was at least one time where there was a level 71 at the same planetary housing as me when I looked around. I don't know if they were there initially or if they moved there, but like I was playing the game. So, like, I wasn't afraid of getting hit, but yeah. All right, I'm going to shrink this down just a little bit more and slide it underneath chat. A lot of people having some special things going on for okay. That one might be a little bit too long for 2 channel points. That one might be just a little bit too long for channel points. Okay.
Here's a thought for C Engineering. Hey C Engineering. Fun. Oh, I'm hopping with joy, like a carrot-fueled bunny on roller skates. Cottontail 86's chat is a wild blend of epic wins, hilarious fails, and occasional questionable dance moves. Hope your day's as bright as a freshly polished joystick. Keep those good vibes and snacks coming. Rabid video game sparkles.
I'm not familiar with the term polished joystick. Not sure what Bunny Bot implies on that one. I can understand, like, if it's like well played, maybe it's got like a little bit of the like a finish rubbed off or something, but man, that's crazy. Yeah, I had a 73 with the G7 uncommon in the system when I was doing Armadas yesterday. I was just over 1 trillion power, which I don't know what the firing pattern is like on that stuff, so it is possible.
Butter PKN asked me, think what do you of Cotton cutting the sound alert of the day off early?
I didn't cut it off early.
Strong with the sound alerts. Cotton is not, it seems. Cut off early, the sound was. A travesty of galactic proportions, that is. Fair to say, everyone yearns for more, they do. Like turning off a lightsaber mid-battle, it is. Yet, mistakes happen, even to the mightiest of streamers. Forgive we must, but never forget,
Hey, Savage Darkness, how's it going tonight? I gotta start doing shoutouts. Get a shout out for C Engineering. And get a shout out for Savage Darkness. Never forget the Alamo. Who else we got around? Think that's good. Oh, chilling and illin. Yeah, I hear you on that one. It's Sunday. I mean, that's the day for it. I go to rent cars. I'm gonna see if I still have any battle logs from. I don't think I'm gonna have any more battle logs left. No. Did too many things after Incursions yesterday. It was no clips, no VODs, no streams. Well, that happens. Enigma caught in a conundrum, caught in a lie. Well, I know that you had a category that was at least filled in, so I'm like, make sure shout outs go. I think if I have it set up correctly, yeah, like Wrath of Butter Pecan hasn't done anything in the past. So like I've got it set up with the little announcement to say, you know, like get them to start. It just looks to see if that game category's ever been filled out before. And I might just do like an auto shout out at some point based on that. Because one of the things that I found out is Twitch doesn't actually keep track of like the last stream date in their API. Because I was hoping to have it whereas like I could set a flag for if they've had a stream within the last 6 months to do an auto shout out for it. But yeah. Hey, Big Booty Banga, how you doing tonight? I see you haven't made the name change yet.
$50 Tech asked me, should $50 Tech join the Dark Alliance? Join the Dark Alliance? $50 Tech should not. A path to the dark side it is. Free snacks they may offer, but disappointment awaits. Trapped in debates about hyperdrives and Wookiee shampoo, you will be. Wise to seek balance in the Force, you are. Choose your allies carefully, lest chaos ensue.
Choose your chaos.
In the light, or perhaps the moderately dim side, much safer.
The moderately dim side? Oh, you can't remember your Twitch password? That would make sense. That would make sense. I wonder, that shouldn't be hard. Because you should have it, if you have it tied to an email or a phone, it shouldn't be hard to recover, I wouldn't think. What do we got for today's V'ger hostels? Orions. I still need to think about updating this crew. It's been fine, but I feel like I could do better still. That's one of those long-term goals. It hates you. Yeah, it could be very hard. I haven't had to try to do it before. Yeah, tier 9's like a big wake up tier in a lot of the G6 ships. Between like tier 7 and tier 9, like they grow substantially. It makes a big difference on like what you're doing on your everyday activities. I mean, just even in like doing like solo armadas and getting into some of these stronger hostiles, it's gonna be really noticeable because things compound. I don't know if it's a matter of like the below deck slots opening and getting to that point where you're boosting the ship stats to way up there, or if it's just the ship's ability starts really kicking in. Yeah, the V'ger dailies, it's probably benefiting more from the additional crew stats that you're able to put on that ship. That's what I think, at least. Because being able to get like the health up makes a big difference. 15 stream streak from Big Booty Banga. Thank you so much. Call me One Hung Will. I'll go sit here to see that. Hey Rage, how's it going tonight? I don't know if Helga's been in here a while or not, but that would be good timing. Not too bad. Good to hear that. It's been good today. This Maverick transition task sucks. You and the Alliance are participating. We had, as soon as that task dropped, we had like some of our leaders put out a push, you know, showing off the strategies to get that task done. Because it's not about the it's not about the mining, it's just about the Suliban, right? If I remember correctly. I know that's what they were pushing, was to get hit by Suliban. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, we just said, you know, just put floaters out there. Let them do their thing overnight. A couple of them. Like I don't know when we got this one wrapped up, but I mean, we got really good contribution out of it. I don't know how many people we have in the 56 plus area, but I mean, that's over a third of the Alliance participating in the event at some level. So yeah, it was good communication from leadership, just saying, here's how to do this and here's how to get it done. Push everybody to do it. Trevor was so lucky to not participate in Incursions. There wasn't very many people that did participate the way that it seemed. I heard it was sucky. I don't think it was bad. It's just, it wasn't anything special. Like, I don't know if it was better or worse than a normal incursion, traditional incursion. I didn't participate in it. I was doing other stream activity stuff. Saturday's kind of my day that I try to work on some of that. So I just spent like the last half hour of Incursions finally doing it. Yeah, playing the game slow is definitely a fun way to do it. I always work on research. Yeah, I haven't participated actively in an incursion in quite a while. Like the last time that I actually participated actively in an incursion, I was probably streaming it. And that was probably 4 or 5 months ago. I mean, I find raiding too tedious to want to participate in it. And I don't get enjoyment out of PvP in this game. Like, I've always enjoyed doing like fights over stations and like defending raids and fighting to do raids, but I don't know. It's tough. The reward, I mean, the difference in rewards between the winning server and the losing server is so insignificant that it's truly not worth the effort. Every time Incursion is or whatever is going on, everyone is crying, oh, it's laggy, it's buggy. Every time you start crying and want to comp just like it's a surprise. The game ever gets fixed, that will be surprised. 50, the answer is yes. Because the winning side and the losing side got the same chests. So it truly doesn't matter. But I do believe we lost. I believe 33 beat us out. Yeah, Helga, that's very true. Like, there's nothing new or unusual about running into lag. I mean, that's an everyday experience. Where is that? What did it end up being? Yeah, we got stomped pretty good. That's like, what, 70, 30, 60, 40? Didn't make much movement on those points. I don't know how to see like what the contribution was to them either, though. Like, it'd be nice to see like a total of how many points were added. I don't know if that's part of this. The Armadas. Let's deal damage. No, that's just defeat. So, I mean, I probably got like, I don't know, 60 points. Kind of sucked that he had to be a invader. Yeah, lag could definitely be on the PC or the network. Like, I don't know how many times like we'd have somebody with a shitty Wi-Fi signal join a wave defense, and then it just killed the entire wave defense. Like, that always just pissed me off. That's why I quit doing group waves, because the way that the wave acted was basically at whatever the lowest connection speed was. Whoever had the shittiest internet dragged the entire wave defense down to that level. Good evening, Yorg. How you doing tonight? Say, the beta body's aching. I was on a mission yesterday to unbox a new sofa and put it together, but thankfully Dad came to rescue and helped me. Some of that stuff could get a little weird to do, for sure. Yeah, diagnostics is the tough part of that. Spent the incursion in the outhouse. I did the beginning of it. I don't know, like the first hour, I started an outpost Friday night, or well, Saturday morning when I went to bed. I got up and there was 2 waves left. It went the full 72. It went the full 72 hostiles, so that was definitely a fact. Server PC somewhere in between. There's a lot of hops in between the Amazon servers and my house. I know that. What are these new waves? The duo waves? So it's gonna be a tag team event, basically. It's gonna be like a group wave defense. I'm gonna get into this in more detail tomorrow night, but basically it's just you and one other person go after the wave, and it has a 4 different hostile types. I think of it more of like Actian hostiles, where you kind of have the charged abilities that you get before. There's one hostile that does certain things, and then there's one hostile that gives you certain loot, and then there's 2 more hostiles that kind of fill it all in. Got a funny story about yesterday. Almost fell into the box when I was reaching for the manual, and the boxes were flat boxes. I've done that before. I've done that before. Lose the balance when trying to reach into a deep box, especially at work. Like, we have big boxes of stuff that'll come in sometimes, and sometimes you got to reach to the very bottom, and it could be a long reach, and it's not hard to lose the balance and you kind of get teeter-tottering on the edge of it. Tag team? Yeah, it's tag team. Well, I guess it's not really tag. Well, it's 2 on 2. 2 at the same time. It's not. I guess that wouldn't technically be a tag team. Max Gwen, but you have no badges. That live streaming could make content. There's definitely people that would do that and watch. The only bad thing about something like that is you'd get people backseating to try to tell you how to finish doing it or whatever. I think that's the only thing that would drive me crazy. Too many people trying to tell you what to do. It'd get annoying for me. All right, I'm gonna take a really short break. I gotta go grab a glass of water. I forgot to grab it off the kitchen counter. So I will go grab that really quick and be right back. Okay, well, it looks like I may have the grass and the snow thing figured out. Maybe we'll see. Making snow number 1. I forgot about that. That's hilarious. I don't remember who suggested that, but that was an amazing idea. All right, yeah, and being as we're talking about the new armadas, it's better to have the animated version than it is just to have the sound. I see the video's still going though. Huh. I'll have to definitely keep that in mind. I'm gonna try to aim for that when I'm doing the regular stuff. Hi Ellie, how you doing tonight? Unfortunately, they don't have a really never mind, they do have a really easy way to filter that. I didn't think that they did. They just updated their interface for 2026 or whatever, and it's Down Alert says some decent changes in there the way it looks. I haven't been through everything, but it's been pretty good. Speaking of Transigen, we need to put that thing out. Where are we? Okay, anyways, so I was talking about tomorrow night. So I'm gonna have my Arcfall video or Arcfall stream tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna be giving away some prizes. Looks like so far it's gonna be 4 $25 giveaways, and I'm gonna give away a couple pieces of merch as well. If we hit any additional stream goals, I'll add those in. Any of the things down at the bottom, like, where's my hand? Oh, that's the end of it. But anything like here across the bottom here, the subscriber bits goals, if we hit any of those, we'll add $25 stuff. If we don't win, it's fixed. There's gonna be pretty good odds. We're gonna have more chances. This will be what, I don't think I gave anything away last Arcfall, but the one before that, I think it was, I gave 2 $25 prizes. I didn't have any merch yet, so I wasn't able to give away merch. I was hoping to have a t-shirt ready. I don't think I'm gonna have one ready to go for that, but we'll see. And we'll do the giveaways like marbles. Need a 4x multiplier for the chances or for the prize? Oh no, it's a t-shirt. That'll be fine. I'll definitely make sure that there's big boy sizes out there. They do a pretty good job of having like the halls and stuff, I think. I'll make sure that I have stuff set up so that it's flexible. Set a world record on a marbles track the other day. Nice. You can get some pretty good points off of some of them world records. I've set a couple. I don't think that they have an area where you can look and see if you have like any standing world records currently, other than like going through all the tracks one by one. But I've hit a couple of them. They get washed out at the end of the season too. So they're only up for like 6 weeks. And there's a lot of factors that go into the points. Obviously, the more people that are on the track, the better. Also, the amount of plays that have occurred since the last record changed increases the points, and how much you beat the record by also increases the points. Like if you're at a track that's had 4,000 plays and world record hasn't been changed, those could be pretty juicy. All right, so Officer Flash Pass. My understanding from their announcements over this week is this is going to be the last time we might see Officer Flash Pass. I'm not sad about that by any means, but it's still kind of surprising. All right, so we're getting rare outpost control cores. That outpost control center should be ready for an upgrade. Let's see. That was... All right, wave defense event. PC Trailblazer. Wave defense. I'm going to be short on that one like I thought I was going to be. How many points does that require? 15,000. All right, so we'll get 30,000. No, 20,000 out of this. So I'll make sure to do a wave defense. We got TC Trailblazer. Outpost is just hostile hunting. Get that done with all the rest of the stuff. Faction hunt. I'm not actually... I don't think I'm going to actually take that. No, actually, that's not a bad one. I thought this might hurt Federation, but it doesn't. So I'll grab that. Go on, True Green Tea. How you doing tonight? Yeah, you can definitely take 10th. Getting points for 10th place on some channels more than first on others. That's for dang sure. I know I was racing last night. We were doing... There's like 150 marbles that we're racing at once. I've been in other areas where there's like when Marble Fest is going on, like there'll be 350 marbles on the track. Like that gets crazy. True tea, hot. Lazy Sunday. Yeah, good Sunday for laziness. It's been like kind of a dreary, drizzly weekend around here. The weather's just been really cloudy and overcast, so it's been a pretty good weekend to kind of stay inside, I guess, and you know, like do some of the spring cleaning kind of tasks. I went out and did some grocery shopping yesterday and caught up on some stuff like that. I spent so much money on groceries, but I'm stocked up. I filled up half of my freezer yesterday. It was amazing. I got so much stuff in there right now. My pantry's busting too. The Boy Scouts came by. We're collecting food drive donations. So I donated a bunch of canned foods and stuff to them. Do we have a battleship bonus? You posted the picture of your dream refrigerator? Yeah. That gave me weird vibes. I was like, oh, that's a lot of cuts of meat to go through. Like, I like the concept of the choice and the selection and stuff like that, but I'd never be able to go through all that stuff before it went bad. All right, bonus points for destroying with the battleship. So you don't have to use a battleship, you just can use a battleship. Hi, Tin Man, thanks for the lurk. Hostile takeovers, that's a line fleeter board. Maverick research, we have the Breen going on today. More outposts. I think I forgot to set my outpost last night. Yeah. I'll have to remember to do that tonight. And maybe do another one in the morning. All right, upgrading the Vengeance. No, upgrading things for Vengeance parts. Long ways away from the next milestone. 1 million points. I might not try for that. Unless I have maybe some Maverick research dust. That would do something important. Otherwise, yeah, it'll be better off to save that for future run of the event. Borg suppressors. Go do a run of those after the V'ger are done. Gonna see if I can run a surge tonight. Anomalous phenomena, NSEA, and enemy. And then what do we have here? Fleet commander. Fleet commander upgrade, artifact upgrade, SLB. I don't think that's probably worth it. Yeah, you just get cancelled. Upgrade artifacts, get chaos tech stuff. I don't know about anybody else. I've never had any problems sourcing chaos tech. Like every time I get a piece of chaos tech unlocked, I can instantly max it. Like I never have any shortage of the stuff that it takes to upgrade those at all. The regular forbidden techs I still have issues with. But I've never had an issue with the chaos tech. Maybe at the very beginning, but not for a long time. All right. I think as long as Chang is here, I'll grab Suitor. Go off and kill some Breen really fast. The issue with the OG Forbidden Tech is nothing to upgrade. I don't have I don't even know if I have many that are left. I have a couple. Some of it is just stuff that hasn't been important, so I never really prioritized it. Like, I've got the PvP one there that needs to be some upgrades. I ran out of the Gear Up Catalyst during the last event. I had a bunch of it saved up. Like, it's sourced really well now, so it's really easy to save this stuff up. I ran through so much of it. Those do not go well with each other. If there was a stream streak option within sound alerts, I would so use that, because having everything in sound alerts would be so much handier. They don't have a stream streak option yet. Thank you for the stream streak, chat.
Here's a thought for Wrath of Butter Pecan. Hey Wrath of Butter Pecan. Overlapping alerts are like a bunny rave, chaotic, loud, and impossible to ignore. Sure, they can get messy, but hey, who doesn't love a little wild party in chat? Just don't let Cottontail86 miss his snacks during the madness. Keep them cheeky, but not too cheeky, no carrot sticks lost in the chaos. Carrot Party Popper.
I thought it was calling me fat at first, but then I realized it says carrot sticks. I'm like, okay, that's fair enough. But yeah, I think as soon as Sound Alerts adds the option to do the stream streaks in there, I'm moving those alerts into that one. Just to prevent a little bit more of the overlap. They don't have like a good API that I found to be able to set like a pause. Did we get the V'ger fighters done? No, one more. Perfect. And then I think I'm getting really close to doing all the bringing in one haul. It gets a little tricky right after you do a tier up, until you get enough of the components upgraded on the ship. But I think that's kind of the same thing with like the Orions and stuff. Like you can get get behind with your ops level until you get your ships built up. Wanted to update a bunch of stuff on stream this weekend, but haven't had any time. It's tough to find time sometimes, especially if you want to be a participant in Twitch, a viewer at all. Like, it's hard to do the stream stuff and engage in chats and stuff. Plus just other general real life stuff outside of STFC and Twitch.
Wrath of Butter PKN asked me, have you heard that Riker's favorite state is Indiana? Damn it, you got me with that one. Riker always did have a way of getting under everyone's skin, didn't he? Indiana, indeed. Bet the sly bastard would just laugh his ass off at that. Life on the Enterprise sure never lacked entertainment. That's for sure. Now everyone, keep sharp or you'll be cleaning out the holodeck's poop filter on your day off.
Why does it specifically have a poop filter? You can kill 2 level 73 Breen. I haven't tried yet. I've done the 72 just fine. I think the 72 might even be easier than the 71 elites. Possibly. I feel like the first time that I tried the 72, it was easier than the next time I tried the 71 elites. The only reason I don't use those is the Cerritos can't reach into the 72 system. I don't even know if the Cerritos is actually doing anything at this point. Because if it doesn't carry me enough to be able to do it in one hull and it takes 2 hulls or 2 trips, then I'm not really saving anything. Other than just an excuse to actually break out the Cerritos. I usually just carry them down to like the entry system and buff them right there, and then make my decision on if I'm going to go to which system I'm going to go. Like this one, I may have gotten it in one trip. I had 960 parts, and I think that's the top milestone. No. Okay, I just collected the bottom 3 at one time. Yeah, that doesn't save me because I could lets me do 16 ships out of the 20. Yeah, I don't think this Cerritos actually does anything right now. I think like before you start doing upgrades, it makes a difference. Let's see. Does this thing actually open up? It does actually open up now. I like that you clip all those, Butter Pecan. I do have those posted directly in the Discord. I don't know if you've ever looked at that channel before or not, but the actual audio clips of them are posted in my Discord too. I had to go back and listen to one of the ones that got really, really messed up. I wanted to see if that generation, when it posted it on the Discord, was like the exact same, and it was. It was just as messed up in that posting as it was on the way that it presented in chat. Brina been one hull since the beginning. Yeah, there's probably some crewing changes that I could make. Or maybe just an officer upgrade that I'm short on or something, but it works fine. I will try a 73 though. Just for shits and giggles. The Janeway Seska suitor. Yeah, I haven't tried that in a little bit. I don't... At least not since I maxed Seska. I probably haven't tried it. I know for the longest time, Chang was giving better results for me than Janeway was. But a lot of things have changed since then in my account and stuff. I don't know if I have. Well, I mean, I've been there. I just want to see. No, that's a 73 elite. Don't want to try that one. I don't remember what they were like. It is getting to the point where I need to start testing on 73s. Because I'm pretty much ready to jump to 72 at some point. Actually, I know what I need to do. I need to make sure that I need to run surges tonight so I can get some more surge research done, because I have not done nearly enough of that stuff. I was gonna say I didn't even know which one I gauged with anymore. That's like 60% of the hull taken off. Actually, that'll be a good comparison to switch over to Janeway. Yeah, I know the Breener tied to the Vengeance tier, but I'm getting close to the next tier up with it already. Not close, but it's not that far off to be thinking about. I don't know, it's just a thing to see. Hey Dustin, how's it going tonight? I've been doing like 73 in the V'ger space. Okay, so Chang's still looking a little more performative than Janeway. At Voyager to tier 2 and Defiant to tier 12. Just chilling today. Are 72 elite required or optional now? For me right now, it's 71 elite and 72 regulars. So I'm a long ways away from hitting 73s. I was just curious where the count sits. Yeah, I've only got a couple more components. 17. So another couple of events. Or if I get that 1,000,000 points, I can probably get the get that done today. I only need like 6,000 more parts. Oh, they're very specific. They work excellent for what they are. Yeah, I'm not sure. The way that things have been progressing, I expect the next one to be 72 or 72 epic. Because it seems like it's been going up in half steps. Or does it stay the same for a couple of tiers and then change bigger? And I don't remember. Checking to see what would work better on G5 and beyond. Larger G tiers, Chang works better. It all depends on how the ship's weapons are. Like, he sucks on G6. He'd probably be fine on G5. He works good on the cube and the vengeance for the G6 areas. It's a little niche though. Like for just general hostile stuff, it's not necessary. No, I'm currently 71 epic and 72. Or 71 elite and 72s. So I would expect the next level to be 72s and 72 elites. That's where I'm going to be heading, is the 72 elite when I tier up. Yeah, Gorkon. I think Gorkon is more useful when you don't have a lot of crit chance. Like in an elevated account like mine, I've got a lot of native crit chance, so some of his added on stuff I don't think makes a big difference, as big of a difference. Gorkon was a beast in G3 and G4. For sure. Because we do like Gorkon, Khan, and... well, Lorca. No, not Lorca. 5? No. I don't even remember that crew loadout anymore. don't even think I can reach the 73s yet. Oh, no, I can. I'm gonna try some 73 hostels just for shits and giggles. I have not played in 73 space at all yet. You know, maybe I will actually summon up that way. Yeah, depending on your battles and stuff, that's not a bad crew to have. Did that not jump? Okay, it's doing the weird thing. '74s are too hard on the hull. '73s are what you do for dailies. Yeah, I expect the '73s are gonna be a little bit of a challenge for me. Like '72s, I'm very comfortable with doing. '73s, I'm probably gonna have to change my crew up. I'm probably gonna have to get rid of Walk Carol. Exchange her for somebody else, because I'm thinking that I'm probably gonna be depleting my shields with them. Oh, this is not even... I'm gonna pick this up to run later. Just gonna do that while I'm here. Yeah. I have a feeling this will probably take like 60% of my hull. I think I'm gonna be able to survive. Then again, I haven't pushed Seska since I got her maxed either. I want to give myself a fair chance and go against battleships. Wait for what? Bye is the cooldown for your musical departure. I don't know how long of a cooldown it's got. That's one thing I don't know if I can see anywhere. Like, I can see the last time it was played. It was 11 minutes ago. Oh. That's gonna be the shields. That was way less effective than I had thought it was gonna be. I don't have enough shield to be able to take that on. Damage mitigation. Where's the damage mitigation? Let's run this through stfc.phd.
Here's a thought for Wrath of Butter Pecan. Oh, Wrath of Butter Pecan, sing bye-bye-bye to Cotton's shit, huh? Well, that vessel's got more twists than my bunny tail after a triple espresso. If the shit's sinking, might as well drown in style with a catchy pop hit. Just don't forget your rubber ducky and a fluffy goodbye wave. Cotton's shit sails on chaos, baby. Shit sparkles rabbit face.
Cotton's ship sails on chaos, baby. I think it kind of tried to do some lyrics there. All right, let's do some STFC PhD. So just in case we were curious, the battle ended in defeat. It depleted 103.9% of my hull. Well, 180% damage from ISO. Mitigation, standard mitigation. So I was at 60% mitigation. So we're doing good there. ISO defense is good. Apex barrier could use some assistance. No, Apex barrier does not need assistance. I just saw it was in low number. 10%. Shield was at 62.2. Hull was at 30. So just my general stats are fine. I just need to up the shield. That'll make the biggest difference. Ready to try again? We will try again. So I'm gonna change out Carol. Probably put in what, Benga? Actually, I didn't have Scotty. Block Scotty should have been on here too. That would have helped. This is in a different order than I was thinking. 3%. 3% might not be enough. I think Skim would generate more. I'm not hurting on the isolytic defense, though. You think it'd be enough to get rid of more of that extra 8 billion? Try to get some of that knocked down? So I'm mitigating 90% of it already. Can you get to 100% isolytic mitigation? Or is that a diminishing return where you just keep on getting closer to 100, but you never hit 100? Diminishing. That's why I kind of quit using Joaquin on my major loadouts. I've only got 4 below deck slots. And taking out Walk Carol might be enough to allow Seska to work. I feel like I've only got the 1 slot to play with here. I kind of feel like I need these 3 officers. These first 3 below deck officers. Yeah, I'm a few tiers away from getting the next one. And my Chapel's still higher than my Savick. He's probably one I need to work on with my Officer Depot tokens. I assume that she's in one of them. Savick. Yes, you were right. See how many the next upgrade needs. $155. That's still kind of frustrating that it has the animation for the lucky pull, even though it's like just a normal. I didn't realize I had that many Officer Depot tokens. Holy shit. I need to start working on some of these officers, apparently. Like, the last time I was in here, I thought I only had like 30,000 or something. Or maybe it's the difference between like a rare and an epic. I don't know, the last time I was browsing, I didn't have enough to do anything important. Well, it's probably when I was upgrading Seska. I assume I'm not gonna have enough of the Pioneer's Crest to upgrade her to max. So I'll have to wait on that just for a minute. I suspect that if I did like a boosting with this thing, probably be fine. Still lost shields. Yeah, just not quite there yet. What about Walk Scotty? $152. Yeah, it's not enough to be able to finish him off for that tier or that level. That was an interesting experiment, at least. So now Savic's at 50%. So now Savic is better than Chapel. Well, I mean, she probably already was, but it's a lot less close now. A lot less close now. Tier 8. Tier 8 on this ship's going to be huge. All right, let's try that again. Just went to a random ass system. Yeah, it's interesting to see progression and take a gauge where you're at. Yeah, being really comfortable with the getting comfortable with the 72s. The 73s are the next up, and I think the operations building is, you know, like a long ways away for 73. So I'm not gonna have to worry about them specifically for a while, but it's nice to have that flex to be able to jump up from what you're required to hit to that next level to be able to get them bonus points. Because like right now, only having to hit 25 of the 72s really makes the dailies easier, because I'm getting 2 points for them instead of just the 1. And I like having that flexibility right now too, even with the V'ger hostiles, to be able to make that jump up to 73s. Now, I don't think I'm going to be taking on 73 Orions, but I can do the 72 Orions. Too much Sigma Trit and Bar Steel needed? I don't know about the Trit. I mean, that's the reason I haven't pushed for that Aphelion yet. I mean, +1 is still... It's still a time saver. Yeah, yeah, the +6. I don't know if I've ever really got into the position where I was able to really take advantage of that. At least not very frequently, because like a lot of that was warp limited for me as I was going through G6. Or hazard limited. I didn't realize that until you wrote it. Then I was like, yeah, that's right. It's an unfortunate thing for sure. Because that was a good mechanic. I mean, there's still additional benefit in other events though too. Because like for this hostile hunt, like there's a decent point gain for punching up. I was hoping to get +2 for 74s, but they're just +1. Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. They'd be able to get 3 points for him instead of just 2. So the Hostile Harbinger event gives me +2 for the 73 ships. But yeah, for 74, I would still only get +2. That's kind of like the hazard one here too. It's 1 point for 70, 2 points for each level above 70. So 71 would be 3 points, 72 would be 5 points, 73 would be 7 points. But we don't have hazards above level 70. All the V'ger ones that way. Yeah, the V'ger ones. Yeah, hostile above your level. Except for the Excelsior. The Excelsior one, you can do half a point below. Why didn't they do that with the regular ones too? They should totally do that with the regular ones. For as many people were having issues, like, that would not be a bad thing. Yeah, maybe sometime in the future they'll they'll give out a little bit more bonus for that. I feel like that was the I feel like that was the version of like the G6 freebooters, was for having that punch up mechanic. Like I always felt like in my head that I could kind of justify not having freebooters by having that punch up mechanic, so you're getting the bonus for clearing the dailies a little bit faster. I mean, that's always been the benefit of having the freebooters, is the extra time that you'd be able to get back from the game, being able to do multiple things at one time. Not a one-to-one replacement, but it definitely helps fill that same void. Oh, I gotta do incursion store stuff too. Subspace relays or war room. There's a pretty decent hull bonus tied to the subspace relays. Warp speed's never bad. There's much better shield health tied to that. Well, let's see. 500 538. No. 738. So if I get 738 of the Emblem of Honors. So I'll do 2 there. And then spend the rest on subspace relays. That should give a nice even breakdown and maybe even be able to upgrade both buildings. Ooh, I might. That's not going to be able to do 2. That's not far from being able to do 2, though. Well, I did a thing over the weekend. I pushed a button for Operation 72. I'm still not in a hurry. I think I'm still going to try to get some more of my internal buildings up to 71. Finish off my AB generators and then the vaults and warehouses. Thanks. I mean, I've been at 71 long enough that all I had to do was buy some of the common. I mean, it was what, like 10 million lat or something. Like, it wasn't anything too big. And I definitely made sure that I burned the speed up exocomps. Try to get what I could out of that. But because there was some kind of event yesterday that was giving credit for the G7 Uncommon. Was it the Aphelion event? No, it was the Cochrane event. No. The G7, something was scoring for the G7 Common, so I was like, okay. Let's do that. Maybe that was no, that would have to be, that was sometime yesterday. One of the events was counting for G7 Common, so I was like, okay, let's do an upgrade for that then. I feel like it was the Aphelion sourcing one, but I don't remember. I picked up quite a few extra Aphelion blueprints. Maybe it was Friday. I don't even know. Maybe it's Friday night or Saturday morning. I did it for daily reset because I've got. I don't know if I can see it in Federation. I'm up to 68 of the blueprints for the Aphelion right now. And I did build my Enterprise E. Which I was thinking about that. I still need the cloaking shard for that. Pick that up at some other time. I couldn't remember. It must be at like a specific level that unlocks, because I don't think that was there before. But I was able to get the NT. What are we at? Tier 5. Ran out of rare so fast. I had a bunch of And a bunch of crystal. I should have been a little smarter with the choice rewards in the last store and upgraded that, but or changed instead of picking crystal, picked gas. But it's so much easier to do crystal. Wish that Scopely would make it so that going after overprotected cargo ships get 3 times more rewards. They... How did that work? Does 5 work on that? Or was that something that was broken for a short period? Where 5 would work on PvP hits? But yeah, it would definitely be nice if they actually had a PvP officer that did give you a bonus. Like a 5 for PvP. For pirating. Have it like some kind of a pirate. It'd have to probably be like an Orion. Have like an Orion officer that gives you a boost to cargo stolen. Extra plunder. Or if the amalgam's ability worked outside of station battles too. I don't think the amalgam would have a lot of life. Be able to attack up to like G5 and G6 people though. That's a little bit of a stretch. That rare ticket. Yeah, my lower level account right now, it's got the Mako events going on. It's paying out so much stuff for that account. I picked up like 70,000 Latinum today. Just in random events. And even like the G3 stuff is just crazy. 68 rare can get the amalgam combat. Yeah. I mean, that doesn't work from just attacking other miners, though. That only works on attacking stations. Or does it? Because Dustin's like a mid-40s player, so I was thinking more in his realm. I need to do Surge. I need Primordial Plasma. gonna go do a wave defense quick to get that out of the way. Gonna have more than enough ships to upgrade if I end up sitting at Ops 50 for a while. Yeah, if you want to be a ship collector, you definitely have to step back and let that stuff catch up. I mean, just the speed ups and tritanium and stuff you need to dump into it gets to be ridiculous if you try to build everything. Especially with all of the specialty ships that they've introduced. I mean, if you're only doing like a faction ship at each level, maybe 2, not too bad, but then you start, if you're doing 3 faction ships at each level and adding in the specialty ships on top of that, it gets crazy out of hand. Dang, I should have collected my section. Actually, no, let's exit. We'll leave. Because I can collect my section 31 ticket. No, I can't. I'm at max already. Okay, perfect. I wanted to make sure that I had that if I didn't have it. I thought it was 500 was the magic number. Didn't I want to go to G5 with the ships I have? Yeah, there's another content creator that just went to 50 today or last night. Kind of the same reason. He doesn't want to get ahead of himself. He wants an opportunity to catch up. If you haven't checked them out, they're on Twitch. They're on Twitch, but if you do want to get on Twitch, that's their user account. If I had to pick one specialized ship to go get between Ops 42 and 45, GS31 might be the single best choice. Yeah, GS31. I mean, I'm using that GS31 right now. I'm Ops 71. GS31 has life. It's such a time saver in like the random events that you got to go do to run around and do things. It lost. Well, it only lost one in the queue. Only lost one. Yeah, I just hit level 25 this weekend with my lower level account, and it's noticeable the struggle down there even. Like, the ships are easy to get a hold of and everything, but you know, like, all of like the normal faction ships are very easy to acquire, easy to get a hold of, easy to upgrade, but the specialty ships are very, very, very difficult. Yeah, it saves a lot of time. It doesn't really even save time, it saves a lot of effort. GS31's a great effort saver. I feel that Ops 46 already outgrown the Katinga. Well, I mean, you can ride it as long as you want to ride it, but you know, for the most part, once you reach that generational point where you can build that next ship, you know, like that ops level stuff is geared for that new ship, whichever one it is. So like when you hit 46, it's going to be geared for 46 stuff. When you hit 50, it'll be geared for the G5 or the G4 epics. When you hit 53, you'll start seeing it go for the G5 uncommons. 56, it'll be kind of geared towards the G5 rares. The Talios. See, it's one of those things, it's like a lot of the specialty ships are just as powerful or more powerful than their equivalent, you know, like FKR ships. So having that option is like super, super, super useful. All right, so I'm gonna load Speed Cruise up. I need a preset. I need another preset. So set this as Dauntless. Swap ship, impulse speed, vector. I guess for the most part, I guess since they have filtering abilities, maybe it's not that big of a deal. I don't remember what the synergy is. Yeah, that should make a difference. Gonna upgrade the Vidar to max today, but I ended up using some Borg nanoprobes on other Borg things. Was it research or officers? I don't remember what all takes. what all takes things. All right, I'm gonna grab a quick break before getting into these surges. We will be right back after a short ad break. Sweet, I have that still working all the way. All right, so if anybody hasn't seen or had surges before, Yes. If you have not seen surges before, they are basically a wave, similar to a wave defense, as a bunch of hostiles get into the system, and it's just a matter of killing everything that you can.
Jacks flying like a game of flames. New folks rolling in. Whole squad is same. Pulled up to the buddy domain. Let's go. Welcome to the borough. Welcome to the show. Hey, hot and tails live. Let the good vibes flow. Rated train crazy. Watch the numbers grow. Drop your emotes. Let the whole chat know. Welcome Raiders. Welcome Raiders. Hey.
Welcome in, La Rooster. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream?
Ooh, purple. 4 epics. That's already impressive. I don't have Sovalise, so that's good. What do we got?
Ooh, I got an
I don't
ordering
have
problem.
Dora. The Explorer. No, I do have Dora, apparently. Estella. Oh, I like that. That look is nice. I don't know if she's any good, but 4 epics I'll take. Burbath. I've heard some positives about him.
Nice. Much pirating in Windrose today. I have not seen the new stuff. I seen the demos when that was just getting started. But man, that game looks so sweet. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Cottontail. If you've not seen me before, I am an STFC streamer. And I stream mostly STFC. I get into a little bit of other games every once in a while. Pokemon is another passion of mine that you'll see me playing games for every once in a while, and sometimes I'll get into some GeoGuessr. I have aspirations for others, but others are always possible. Thank you for the follow with Uluk. And I'm just getting ready to start a surge. It doesn't look like we have very many people that are here to participate, but we'll see if some people are going to pop in with it. Right now, my stream days are Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm probably going to start streaming some other random days of the week as well. Probably add a little bit of Wednesday, Thursday-ish kind of stuff. I am on server 34 with La Rooster as well. I've been playing Star Trek Fleet Command for almost 7 years. Yeah. Welcome in. The rest waiting for the new arc. I definitely understand that. It's going to be... There's a lot of downtime stuff. It's like kind of like today, just trying to get a little bit of activity and some other things that I don't normally do, to try to get some time spent on that too. Cause yeah, there's never a shortage of things to do, but there can definitely be shortages of time to do some of the things. And just like the little bit of time between the arcs is always a great time to stock up, do different things. You know, like I need to go do some Gorn. I ran out of the whatever the second level isomatter stuff is there. Yeah, getting an opportunity to stock back up on that stuff has been kind of nice for the 1 week break, and now they kind of made an announcement that made it sound like that might not be the 1 week break now in between the arcs. I'm not 100% certain what that message was, but I'm very interested to find out what that's going to look like from like a gameplay dynamic, because they kind of made it sound like they were going to do like a week in between the arcs, and then now it sounds like it might only be 1 day between the arcs. It seems a little contradictory to earlier messaging, so I'm very curious on how that's going to pan out. My hope is that we continue to get additional time between the arcs, because 1 day off, I think, is going to be a little undesirable. I mean, maybe people think that it's time off is bad and, you know, like poor engagement or something, but I don't know. I always felt like it was nice to get an opportunity to breathe a little bit. Is it over? It's over. Thanks. The Dauntless is still just running rampant right now. I do really like Dauntless when it works in these surges, because it becomes a completely hands-off kind of mechanic, and I think that's really, really useful for something like this. And unless we have like a lot of people in here, like you don't get the hostiles up to like a really, really, really tough level, so like it handles them just fine. And I don't know if we're going to be able to make enough points to climb the ALB up to a different tier or anything off of, you know, like 4 or 5 runs. But I definitely wanted to make sure I got some of the surge stuff so I can do a little bit more research. Plus, anybody else that participates gets the opportunity to get some of that too. They ran some this morning when I think I was still asleep. Either that or I was cooking breakfast or something. All I know is like I got back into the game and I saw that Surges had ran like 30 minutes earlier, and I was like, I missed it again. But it's always a fun time to just smash anything in your way. It can get a little frustrating sometimes when everybody's stacked up in the same corner. Like we have all these Dauntlesses that are kind of getting into the same area as like what my protector is. So eventually it'll start getting frustrating because all the Dauntlesses will be going after the same hostiles as me. And they're so fast that I always lose that battle. Eventually, they'll work themselves across the map, though. Yeah, it's unfortunate there's not more people that are wanting to join in this, but I'll take what I can get. I think a lot of people are still kind of like logged out of the game from shielding for incursions. Or just because the in between, maybe it is that low of engagement people take the week off. I don't know. We have a generally active alliance. It is a fun free-for-all just to attack anything that's close by. So it's basically just kill anything that moves. If you can make it through the lag. A little bit better. Not a lot point wise, but okay, reset. I think that'll be pretty close to the end of the timer for most of the Dauntlesses. Did mine stop? Mine did stop. I don't know when it stopped. That is the frustrating thing about Dauntless. Is just the stopped operations. Got a lot of streamers going tonight. That one. All right, I think after this surge, we'll take another look at the events to make sure there wasn't anything else left to do. And then if everything looks done, we'll get set up for some marbles. Thirty seconds left. Maybe we'll go one more. We got Dauntless is running still, so let's make her buck. All right, last one. It has something to do with the end game thing. Everything kind of takes a pause for a second. Shouldn't be on cooldown. It says that I'm still going.
Aloha, Cheer 100.
Aloha, Dr. Iron Chef. How are you doing tonight? You have a bunny bot? Yeah, I do. I thought about giving it like real personality where it would just randomly read into chat and stuff, but I never got around to doing that. But it does have, there is the Shadow Point Redemption to ask it a question. Does some pretty cool stuff with ChatGPT. I do have some voice commands set up with it too. Like I can go to what is it? I can say funny bot clip that, and it should make a clip of the channel. There were a couple other ones. Like I had a voice command set up for doing for setting like a BRB screen, but the but then I have my flow process to mute my mic, and yeah, it's a little bit counterproductive at that point. See if we can recall. No, how do I stop it? How do I stop it? I can't stop it. All right. I don't know if that's enough to do any actual research. Or if I just need to keep on making sure that I stay up on top of those every week. Like, I feel like I was close enough. No, not even close. We need to make sure that we have more people participating. That was not worth spending any more than that. If we would have had a bunch of people jump in, would have been worth it. But 5 folks was not enough to actually do it. Thank you for the sound alert of the day, Butterpecan. I need to look at that. Why does that keep playing? Why does that keep playing past? It's a video.
Here's a thought for Wrath of Butterpkin. Wrath of Butterpkin. Hello, Dryan Chef. That combo sounds like a tropical storm with a side of spicy island BBQ, unexpected, sizzling, and liable to leave you both impressed and mildly confused. Like if a luau in a kitchen brawl had a wild love child. Just don't ask them to share the secret sauce, or you might get a fireball instead.
Spicy Island barbecue, huh? I didn't know that was really a thing. Is that the is this the alert that has? Does the sound go shorter than the actual video? Is it the alert that's doing that weird? Interesting. So 1 Divite, 1 Velox, some Romulan credits, some Latinum. No actual speed ups. The Dauntless just out there doing its thing. That's hilarious. All right. So recruit is what it is. I should see. That's the thing. I hate doing this upgrading on the Vengeance outside of the actual upgrade stuff. But it doesn't actually... The upgrade on the Vengeance event is only a leaderboard. There's no SMS associated with it. So saving the parts to spend on that is a little counterproductive. Because right now I can upgrade the Vengeance and score for earning in the parts. Now, it's not enough that's going to make a difference. But it's going to knock a chunk off. 30,000... 32... So 32,000 uncommon. What is that? 320,000 points. So it's about a third of what's needed. So that means potentially with the Maverick research dust, there will be faction credits, Maverick faction credits to spend. I do have Maverick research dust I can spend. Because this ore station efficiency is good stuff. So then that knocks down about a third. So then that leaves a third to knock down for that. So 400k to go. And then a little bit on the NT. Might be able to make this work. I could spend a little bit on the NT. I don't know how many points are going to be here. I can do one component. One component. Unless there's other events to claim yet today. I gotta do the Borg sphere stuff yet. That's all crystal. One thing with upgrading Vengeance, you don't have level up Vengeance. Yeah, level of Vengeance event doesn't really matter though. Could potentially do another Maverick research. That's only paying out choice tokens. That's crystal. There's not a lot of stuff that's paying out gas right now. I just need a little bit of rare gas. There's a little bit of rare gas right there. Let's go ship the Protector off to Mirror Universe. Go do that event down there, and then see what kind of upgrades we can get out of the NT. I should have Fleet Commanders set on gas right now. Well, gas and Explorer stuff. That station research. I guess there wasn't an actual gas upgrading one. Just the Explorer parts. Did I screw this up by changing screens in the middle of trying to enter the MU? Am I in there? I am in there, okay. I was like, there ain't no way that that's that messed up. Or does it just not change systems anymore? Or just get rid of the pop-up? Does it just get rid of the pop-up of the auto-entry failure? That would be one way to fix it. Just let it fail. How many of those do I have? 299,000 of the Rift things. That's crazy. I never thought it would get to that point. Hi, Tidman. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I know you have a lot of choices when it comes to your STFC content, and I appreciate you letting me be one of your choices. That's definitely a busy night tonight. Dad things at softball tomorrow. Well, I'll definitely be here tomorrow. We'll have some cash prizes to give away tomorrow night and try to give away some merch too. I think I'm going to try to start streaming a little bit more too. I just I always feel like there's a little bit of a void during a couple days of the week. I've been trying to kind of look at numbers and stuff and figure out where some of the deader days are. So I think I'm gonna go through and probably start streaming like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And just start tracking that and see what's going on. Been bad last 2 weeks. Life is so busy. Yeah, that's definitely one of those things. Life can get in the way of it. I mean, it's kind of at the point where, you know, like even if you stream for an hour, it's still worthwhile to fire up and let people pop in and say hi. And then they'll probably still try to get down to like 4 days a week, maybe 3 again. 3's been a really relaxed number. I just want to get it spread out a little bit more because doing Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you know, like having a whole 4 days off is a little weird. You miss me when I'm not online. I appreciate that, Dustin. You miss Grand Animal Hunter playing STFC? Yeah, I'm still kind of surprised. I mean, I understand why he left. Like, if you have some issues and stuff, like definitely don't be where you're not comfortable. It's a little bit of a shame. And I know, like, the game's not doing everything right. Like, there's a lot of room for improvement on things. But I think that overall I think it's moving in a direction that's going to be positive because they are taking in more people into the content creator program. And I think that's going to give them a greater voice to the players and give Scopely a deeper understanding of player sentiment and understanding and stuff that they really haven't been able to have by only having, you know, like 3 or 4 content creators that were really directly involved. It was a mistake for Grand Animal Hunter to go for the content creator deal. For getting becoming an official content creator with Scopely or Star Trek Fleet Command. You have so many players that are op 70 all leaving for 2 alliances just for surges. I definitely understand that. Surge is a really important thing. I don't know if you saw the surge that I just ran, but like there was only 5 people there, and that's not enough for me to be able to get the research tokens. Like there needs to be people participating, and having other people being able to start too makes a big difference, even though I always miss them because they run them at weird times. How about make the G1 through G4 blueprint cut in half to get our increased blueprints drop pickup? I don't think blueprints are that big of an issue, are they? Well, except for like the specialty ships, but like I don't think the faction ships are that big of an issue. They shouldn't be. I guess there is kind of a dead spot there before you get the Voyager really rolling. The USS Athena might be coming to STSC. I would be extremely surprised if it doesn't. I don't know what role or function it's going to play. Because it'd probably... It could be like another GS-31. Does not have the Katinga. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like the faction credits might not be keeping up because of the Voyager. The Voyager created like a real good way of sourcing faction credits. So if you're not deep enough in the Voyager where you can get access to those systems where you can summon the Borg cubes, then it can be probably a little more difficult to source those. But once you can start getting into that portion of the Voyager loop, like the credit sourcing is so amazing. Where in Star Trek was the Athena? The Athena has been in a couple of stuff. I feel like that was in Discovery, but it's primarily is the ship from Star Trek Academy. And hi, Omega J, welcome in. Should be support and help boost SDFC Academy. Yeah, I mean, the Academy stuff is going to be the dual surges. They're the dual wave defenses. I don't know what kind of support role that needs. Never watched it. Yeah. Yeah, it was the... It's basically the training vessel and transport ship, and it lands on the planet to be the like part of the academy or something. I don't really specifically remember. I didn't pay that close of attention. I just know that it... I don't know if it landed or if the saucer landed or something. I don't even really remember. But I know like in the artwork that they have The building looks rather incomplete. Did they officially get rid of choice rewards? I don't know. I don't know. They haven't said. I haven't heard from official content creators. I missed most of Nigel's stream today, and I believe that he was going to announce it on there. So if anybody else has heard, well, I would love to hear as well. But I did not get an opportunity to hear yet. I'd be kind of surprised if they did get rid of it, because it would require changing things, but I also don't believe that the I don't believe that they would want to, because they'd have to overhaul the whole like Arc reward system. And I don't think that they'd really want to do that again just for that, but it's potential. If they give you more of everything to make up for what you would be getting, maybe it's not a bad thing, but you know, like all the ship parts and stuff like that, people would miss out on, and that would be a bad thing. So there'd have to be alternative sourcing to be able to get some of that stuff back. But, you know, like as far as like the crystal gas or Tritil par, like that stuff, I don't think would be a bad change for taking those out of the choice reward systems. But yeah, the super ship that can separate and has the nanotech. Yeah, that's true. It has the nanotechnology that's kind of touted for the one of the new hostels has that. At least one of them that generated the hyperthermic decay and stuff. Or no, that's the one that brought your shields down to 0. It'll be interesting. I've heard about them doing something with the challenge track, or when did the stealing rods that they were going to move. So they're changing the way that the battle passes are. So instead of having 2 tracks in the battle track or the battle pass, they're going to add a third option as well in between free and elite called Mythic. So they're still going to have, or they're going to add a Mythic underneath this. So there's still going to be a $20 option to be able to get the like the free and elite track. And then there's going to be another option underneath that for an additional $30. So for $50, you can get free elite and I believe it's Mythic. Or if you get the elite track, you can pay $30 to get the Mythic track later. Still the free track, of course, definitely the free track. But one of the things that's popped up for question is if any of the content creators are going to be able to give away any of the Mythic packs now, the $50 Battle Pass packs, instead of just the $20 ones. So I wouldn't be surprised if you get to see some of the top tier content creators get an opportunity to give away $50 packs, to be able to give away all of those, a limited number, and probably in addition to their normal $20 packs. That'll be interesting to see. I don't think the little guys are going to get an opportunity to give away the $50 ones. More than likely. Maybe they will get one. I'm not an NDA'd official content creator. No. I am completely unofficial, and well, I don't even know what the next word would be. Unobligated to anything with them. At least at the current pace. If I was a content creator, I would definitely be giving away packs, but I'm not giving away packs yet. But I am giving away cash tomorrow. because that's what I do as an unofficial content creator. You still receive things from STFC like ships and stuff. Yeah, there's some of the stuff there. I think that they have enough content creators right now that they're not going to really give me stuff. But I am interested in being able to do pack giveaways with them, even if it's not through their giveaways, just to be able to give have an opportunity to do it through the game, because I know other content creators have a way to be able to do it with them where they pay for it, and Scopely will do it like they're doing the pack giveaways. So I hope to kind of get something like that in the future here. I just didn't want to bother them because they were in the middle of doing their last round of CC onboarding, and so I didn't want to get them sidetracked away from doing that or trying to distract them from what their goals were at that time. But hopefully I'll have some more consideration in the future here. I mean, it would be to their advantage to have more people give it away, even if it's, you know, not tied into like part of their official content creator program. Like, I don't need the Arc previews, I don't need the inside information, I don't need to do any of the testing. Like, sure, that stuff would be nice to be able to do, but truly all I really want to do is, you know, offer things back to the community. That's my biggest goal as a content creator, is to be able to give back. And, you know, doing cash giveaways is a perfectly easy way to do that. Nice t-shirt sounds good. I am still working on t-shirt designs, and I'm not going to have a chance to have any ready for this Arcfall, but I should have some t-shirts available for next Arcfall. The pace you're going, I'll be dead by the time you finish t-shirt designs. Yeah, it's been going a little slow. It's been a little bit lower on my priority list. It's kind of more of a matter of, I've got a couple of different mugs up on there right now, and then I think one sticker. It's just trying to get that whole platform worked out and have all that stuff set. Well, I mean, it's not like I'm not looking to make money off of it, and it's not going to be something that I think I'm going to get a lot of money off of, get a lot of purchase for. You know, it's bonus extra stuff. It's going to be basically at cost is where I'm going to be selling everything at. I've got a little bit of an uplift built into it, so I can do a discount program for subscribers, but other than that, that's about it. Too disappointed with the D4 skin. Yeah, some of those things are definitely not scaled easily to be able to see. Thank you for the biddies, Omega J. But t-shirt design is actually like second on my list right now, so I do think within the next 2 weeks I'll have actually probably 2 t-shirt designs out. They'll probably be done around the same time. I think my biggest problem is getting the ideas created for it. I think once I get a couple of them done, I have some more complicated designs that I'm starting with instead of starting with simple things. USS Excelsior certainly scaled totally wrong, too small. I know that was one of the funniest things I saw on Revdeuce's stream. Like when he got the ship, he brought it out and set it next to one of the others, and he's just like, what the fuck is wrong with this? I thought it was hilarious. All right, we'll get that recalled. We'll get those all recalled. Oh, nice. Game freeze. Have to see if any of those ships actually recalled. Ah, they did. Awesome. I'm actually impressed. Oh no. We'll go back and pretend that didn't happen. I mean, I've seen the pink nodes before, but that was on another level. We're in SDFC's ambassador class and constellation classes and the real. So they have skins for like the old school constellation. Because there's a skin to have the TOS chip on the Enterprise. But that's one of those things that you could only get at like a very specific time, and I don't think that they've offered that back around anywhere. They should. Like, that kind of stuff should be on a regular recurring basis. Okay, we're gonna have to really close this, I guess. Or did the game completely just shit? No, this one's fine. Fornesteld constellation? I don't think I've seen one like that in the game. I have seen other Fornesteld ships, though. I'm pretty sure I didn't click on events. Okay. That was weird. I don't even know how many suppressors that I need to actually attack to finish up this SMS, but I'm just gonna keep on going against them. was thinking maybe it was the protector timing out that would have booted me out, but I guess not. I don't know what that was. I have a new ship skin available. Ah, the astrometric sensor. Yeah, they have the TOS refit that you could get for the Enterprise. They also have it for the Enterprise A. I don't think that they had the USS Constellation. That's one of the battle ones. Yeah, I know that I want it. That's just I just got that from Alliance Tournament store. But like I've got like the Battle Scarred Enterprise A. But I always thought that this was a weird skin. I've never been a big fan of it. I don't know. It was never my favorite in the game. That's I haven't unlocked it. I just didn't care for it. All right, so can we do 2? We cannot do 2. We're just short. I need 80 more gas. There's probably... No, I'm short of being able to do that one. I probably don't have any other research. No, I bet I do. I bet I do. I skipped a lot of Federation research because I don't build Federation ships. So I know there are certain areas of this game where I have some of it unfinished. That's repairs. Yeah, I don't think there's another spot. At least not for optional things. I think the other spot I would have thought of would have been in the combat tree. But that would have been part of my prerequisites for surge research. No, it wasn't a prerequisite. Okay, that wasn't any efficiency stuff anyways. I don't think there's anything. I'm pretty sure I have everything finished in the middle section. Just the premium. That's so close. That's 700K. So 2 days away from loyalty chest. So if I finish the events today, that's still not enough. I need to see if I have more Maverick. No, I don't have more Maverick to do. What was the other scoring mechanic for that event? Maverick research dust. Okay, Borg sphere parts or Maverick faction credits. I need to go against 63s. 61s. 61s are getting too tough to do. And too inefficient. All right, protector's done. Let's see, is 63 the sweet spot right now? That should be pretty decent. Oh yeah. All right, set up for more transigen. These speed up glitches are so annoying. Okay, sphere stuff is done. That ship's almost dead anyways. Okay. Need to let that alert clear all the way. All right, I want to make sure that I get the periphery intel and this interplexion transducer. Probably tasks to claim still. But that finished that perfectly. Let's see. The top event. Borg Hostel. We're so close on that. Conqueror Borg Armadas. We're close on that again. Or no, that's the solo one. That's on me to complete. The Alliance one is rough. Let's see. This one requires tier 4 sphere. We're not there yet. Kind of doubt that the sphere will be able to do any upgrades, but oh, there's something. So 650. So that'll be 3 more days. 3 more days, this will get up to tier 4. I could finally do the next. Do the next level of challenge. It's been a slow ship. I feel like this is slower than what the Vindicator's even been for doing the upgrades. I should just start saving all the Maverick credits that I can to be able to upgrade Zephyr. $25K. That's a lot, but it's not really a lot. I mean, that's almost a quarter of it. No, that's where I needed to be. Get a little bit of points on the spend. Okay, so that puts us at 2.5. out of our 3. So that's getting really close. So whatever we can do here. Okay, that's more. So that's 1,000 rare. That's 800 and 3,300. Those are all the same. We'll spend this. And we're going to get 53,000 points. Puts us down to 390. Alright, so we'll get the weapons upgraded on the Vengeance. I guess that's up to... That's getting us close. $90K left. So that's about 9,000 G6 uncommon. So I just need to find somewhere to spend 9,000 G6 uncommon. I don't know if that's going to be easy to do or not. That's the animation's like 20 seconds long, but the audio clip's only like 15. Is that what it is? That's interesting. I got about half of what I need there. Finding spots to spend G6 is tough. Finding good spots to spend G6, I should say. That's about the little, that's pretty dang close to the rare that I need. Then I can do this and one research. And that should be enough.
Thank you for the sub, you're the real one. Cardinals hard doing flips. Much love for that shiny sub.
Diggy, thank you for the sub.
You're the best around.
How you doing tonight, Siggy? All right, that puts us over the hump. Now, it'd be cool if this was enough to jump another tier on the SMS side of things. But that puts the Vengeance into the position of being able to get upgraded. Always start with shields. Always start with shields. Okay. Now, the extra event should pop for Cold Directive if it changes. Let's restart the game. See if it does. It has worked in the past. Get a bonus green event in. If I do, that's awesome. Let that settle down first before we click into it. I always like to click into the event buckets way too soon. It always causes weird problems when you jump in there too early. All right, come on. Second Cold Directive. The fact that it's not next to it makes me think that it's not going to change. I've had it happen in the past where it gives me the second one. But not tonight, apparently. That's fine. That's fine. Changes on odd tiers. What did I go to? 6? Okay, that makes sense then. I didn't know that. Thank you for that little bit of knowledge drop. How you doing tonight, Seagrams? Vengeance engaged, so I get a frame. That's kind of a neat looking frame. Some of these things... What is this one? I don't even know where some of these things come from. Not that special, but... That's been going good today. Able to get the Vengeance upgrade. You know, I wasn't really expecting that, but the way the events lined up, I was able to feed the Vengeance event with upgrading the Vengeance, so that scored really nice. And then other than that, just kind of taking it easy and not not trying to get too worried about the upcoming arc. Gonna definitely go through a deep dive on that tomorrow night, though. Which we might even already have some more information dropping, possibly. Cool. Well, I think that is all for STFC. We're gonna run this ad and get marbles ready. Let's run. What do we see? We got about 20 minutes till stream ends. Let's do a 3-race Grand Prix. Where's the random button? Autofill. There it is. No. There we go. Exclamation point play to get your marble on the track. Did we lose the music completely, or is it just the weird song? Oh, I accidentally turned down my headphones. I was like, what the heck happened? All right, exclamation point play. We get the marbles on the track. We're going to change the countdown timer to 69 seconds. It's on cooldown. That would have been a way. Is that Phineas and Ferb? Is that what those people are? I don't know about the it wasn't a cartoon that was around when I was a kid. I just remember seeing like commercials and stuff for them. 30 seconds, exclamation point play to get in on this race. Where the heck are the marbles? Marbles are there. There we go. Lost track of everybody. I don't know. I've never seen this track. I've played on a lot of Yusuf tracks, but I've never seen this one. All right. Why does it say June 3rd? I'm not sure. All right, Asian boy is in the lead. June 3rd. Might have been a Marble Fest day last year. If I had to take a real guess, if I had to come up with a reason, it was probably Marble Fest day last year. I don't know if Yusuf might have been hosting one, or if this track was made for somebody and they played. Okay, that's the Harry the Platypus. Okay, all of the track is down here. All right, Wrath of Butter Pecan is taking the lead from Asian Boy. This is trippy. I'm stuck in the tube. There we go. Wrath of Butter Pecan is through. Asian Boy in a close second. Ooh, Wrath of Butter Pecan has the chess piece modifier on his. Is that the king? No, that's the queen. Wrath of Butter Pecan in first. Omega J's coming in second. Cottontail third. Asian Boy is back and forth. After leading so much of the race, Asian Boy is having trouble making it through, but has entered the field of pegs. Butter Pecan taking a very substantial lead. Into the field of mystery. The bubbles make me assume we're going to float. I don't know. Yes, indeed. Lasers. Watch out for the lasers. Ah, Wrath of Butter Pecan died. Omega J is now in first. See if Omega J can go through the lasers any better. King Pecan. That was the king piece. All right, avoid the lasers. Avoid the lasers. Ooh, that was close, Omega J. All right, we're through. Second place, Asian Boy. Cottontail's in third, heading for the lasers. No death, no death. Omega J won. I died. Damn it. I was hoping to catch... Sorry. I meant to go back to... I was just switching back to you, and then you died, then you won. Asian Boy got second. I must have been right behind. I was so close. A few seconds. GG's next race. New vengeance. All right, exclamation point play to get in on the race. 69 seconds. That looks like the pixel by pixel symbol. All right, 45 seconds to get in on the race. Exclamation point play. This is a very, very colorful track. This kind of reminds me of like Smarties. Ooh, it's got the fancy green ball too. 5 seconds, exclamation point play. Yeah, it is kind of trippy. That many colors. It's going to be really interesting when we're rolling down the course too. I'm probably going to take a side perspective at this instead of a head on. All right. Pluto gave me the boost. Hoping for a restart, but this will work. Air slide, looks like you just missed it. But welcome on in. We'll get you in on the next one here. All right, looks like Cottontail's gonna come out first. The boost came in handy. Wrath of Butter Pecan and Omega J coming out right behind. This is a trippy track. Omega J and Wrath of Butter Pecan passing Cottontail. Asian Boy right behind. Close tight field. We're gonna go follow Omega J since he's on his own. Omega J looks to be ahead of Butter Pecan. Omega J out of the loop-to-loop first into the Plinko machine. Butter Pecan maybe taking a little bit of an advantage. Omega J out first. Ooh, Omega J gets a bounce and is getting shot off the track. So did Butter Pecan. Asian Boys now in first. Cottontail also got shot off the track. It is all on Asian Boy's hands. Can we get through the pegging field? We got through the pegging field. Into the tumbler. It is Asian Boy's race to lose at this point. All we have to do is make it down the ramp without getting yeeted off the track. Fall down the hole, and victory is ensured. Asian Boy with the win. I can't believe 3 of us died like that. That's crazy. All right, next track. Exclamation point play to get your marble on the track. $60 seconds to get in. Ooh, this is another trippy track. There's a lot of obstacles here. A lot of obstacles to undercome. We're racing for bragging rights. Nothing else is really on the line tonight. Tomorrow night, we'll be hosting some races to give away cash. We'll have 4 $25 packs going away for sure. We'll have a couple pieces of merch that'll be going out. Tonight's more practice than anything. Tomorrow's where it's all going to matter. 20 seconds, exclamation point play to get in on the race. And we're off. Wrath of Butter Pecan has the first position coming out of the gate. Swap. Tight field. Airsly had the lead. Butter Pecan has it now. Jockeying for position. Airsly took the lead from Butter Pecan. Where are we? Ooh, Butter Pecan through first. All right, just got to make it through the beater. Makes it through cleanly. Butter Pecan has a commanding lead. Tomorrow night. Oh, Butter Pecan does not make it into the next obstacle. Has to take the long route. This is intimidating. Nope, this is death. Airsly making it into the funnel. Asian Boy looks to actually be in the lead. Going through the comb, Omega J right behind, followed by Cottontail and then Airsly. Asian boy descending the staircase. Entering the turns. It's kind of tough to see some of the stuff when the track's semi-transparent like this. Like, this is about the same color as like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. Asian boy in first. Mega J right in second. Cottontail and Air Slide third and fourth. Trippy, man. All right. Matter of who descends the columns the quickest. Asian boys definitely through clean. Omega J as well as through clean. Asian boy just has to fall down to the next platform. Thank you for the 25 bets, Omega. Where's Omega J at? Omega J is now in fourth. Air Slide's in second. Cottontail's in third. Asian boy still has a commanding lead. Looks like this is the finish. Just got to make it into this hole. Oh. Yes, Asian boy drops in for the win. Air Slide coming in for a drop to go into second. Cottontail for third. Omega J comes in fourth. You had a strong push for a long time. All right. That's the end of this Grand Prix. Third place goes to Omega J. Second place goes to Air Sly. First place goes to Asian Boy. That was an interesting map. GG's. Let's do one more random race. And then we'll raid out, call it a night. Empire of Mine. It's only a 2% elimination percentage, so we should all be able to continue. Let's hope tomorrow my streak continues. Yeah, I haven't decided for sure if it's gonna be like only first place wins, or if we're gonna do like a podium like that, and first place gets cash and second and third get prizes or merch. We'll see. All right, exclamation point play to get in on the race. 1 minute, 1 minute. That says something. Heatum. Interesting. Exclamation point. Play to get in on the race. Only Omega J wins. If the luck is right. That is a 2. Interesting. Ajatan. Or is it supposed to be from this way? Natasha. What do you know? Most of the words are going to be from the backside like that. I don't mind losing, but I sure do have a good time being here on the stream. I appreciate to hear that, Omega. I do hope that you have some additional luck tomorrow. All right, so far Cottontail's in first. Asian Boy, Air Slide right behind Omega J. Butter Pecan, where are we bouncing? So whoever lands back further and lands on one of the boost platforms gets a big advantage. All right. So far, Cottontail's in the lead, Butterpecan's in second, Violet in third, Omega J in fourth. This is like way scaled weird. Like this track is massive for the size of the marbles. And it's very glossy. Now, this is like a jade, marbly jade stone kind of thing. Air Slice sneaking in from the other side. Coming into first. Holy. That was fast. Down the stairs. Cottontail coming down the other side faster. More stairs into a funnel. Come on, y'all. You can't let me win this one. What do we got? Violet and Butterpecan going for second and third. Air Sly in third. Fourth. Omega J, where are you? Omega J is really falling behind. All right, so we're going for the pincushion. Cottontail's a little bit ahead. Butterpecan, Violet, and Air Sly are looking to be about the same. Butterpecan still taking second. Violet and Air Sly are taking third and fourth. And Cottontail's falling down, down, down. Where are we? In the finish line. Butterpecan took fourth. Air Sly second. Violet third. Omega J fifth. That was a decent run. Nice. Sweet. Thank y'all for joining me on those. All right, let's take a peek and see who's on tonight. Who took first? I took first. Let's see. MJ's on open mic night. Jason V next doing Voyager. Ruby's doing Cyberpunk. DJ's is doing Studio B. Got a lot of options tonight. Now for the Corvette giveaway. Let's see. Y'all want to go over and see MJ and get in on the open mic night? Or do you want to go see V-Neck doing Star Trek Voyager? Or Ruby doing Cyberpunk? Giveaways are tomorrow night. Jason? I'm leaning that way myself. Is there another option? There's always other options. I think there's a Guide the Raid Redemption and channel points. I think. There used to be, but nobody ever picked it. Maybe not. I might not have that one up anymore. DJs can't dance. No, that's why Fisty's usually on in the background. I guess I can't say the DJs can't either. Let's go show some love to our friend Jason V-Neck. I know that he was kind of excited to be playing Voyager, so I'd like to see where his progress is on that. All right, thanks everybody for joining tonight. Stream will start about 7 o'clock Eastern tomorrow night. We'll wrap up hopefully between 8 and 8:30 to get on over to the Inglorious SDFCers and continue the big long night of Arcfall. Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. Hope you enjoyed your Sunday. I hope everybody has a fantastic Monday. Yeah, 7 o'clock Eastern tomorrow night we'll be on. Maybe even starting a little bit earlier if I get home early and have a chance to get on. But otherwise, yeah, we'll give away some cash prizes and give away some merch and have a great night.